We're gonna go have a look at John's 81 Vanagon. Look how high that sucker sits up on them big tires.
16-inch wheels.
Wow, 16-inch wheels.
Bigger tires, taller springs, all new suspension, all new steering, bushings on everything.
Not a synchro.
No, not a synchro. Synchro would have had a big fuel filler right here.
Oh.
That's the easy way to tell if it's a synchro.
I didn't know that. Good
No
tip.
gas tanks in the back like the old buses.
Under here we got his engine, because of course it's Volkswagen, but we're gonna get a bit of a surprise when we open this one up. Oh!
Oh!
What is that?
That's a 2.5 liter
2.5 liter
Subaru. Came out of a 2004 Impreza.
Oh wow.
Apparently, from my understanding, this is a RS intake. It's a plastic intake.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that like they search and try to find the plastic one instead of the aluminum one because
Why?
it's a better heat transfer.
Okay.
The heat doesn't go up into the plastic like the
Gotcha.
aluminum
It doesn't
one,
soak.
and so it cooler air going into the engine,
That makes
I
sense.
guess. And they only did it for like only a couple years, I guess. You hardly ever see the plastic manifold. I just got lucky, and that's the one I found.
It's not turboed though.
No, it's just natural aspirated.
You said Impreza. I was thinking it was turbo. I thought they all were. I guess not, huh? I just don't believe that fit under the lid too.
I mean,
That's like,
just
it just
look
fits.
Look at the lid. It doesn't touch it. Not at all.
Yeah, it just fits. I mean, it might barely touch it right there, but it's just like barely touching it.
Yeah. Now, this is the original breather box. That was, you turn it upside down and it fit originally right here in the Subaru.
Gotcha.
But I just turned it upside down, stuck it over here with these little mounts on it, and I have a hose over. It's got
the hose is not factory.
No, this is...
But it looks factory.
The whole thing looks factory.
That is fantastic.
How much did the kit to put the Subaru motor in there?
This one was around $3,500.
Everything with the motor?
Whole thing.
For the kit. The engine was $900.
The kit was $3,500. Last time I looked, which was years ago, I thought it was like it was less than that.
What was included with the kit?
That was the plate.
Bell housing adapter?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All the coolant lines. I paid a lot more.
That's right.
You can go cheaper if you go with a cheaper exhaust, but this is all stainless steel.
How about wiring harness?
That I did myself.
You did yourself, okay.
I got the Subaru harness off eBay. Paid like $75 for the harness, and converted it myself. The ECU and everything's up in the behind the taillight here.
Is that a dry spot for it?
It's in a waterproof box.
Oh, it's in a box.
It's
fantastic.
A little conduit box type thing.
Just wondering how you handled that. You already answered the question.
But it also came. The kit came with the intake hose and that elbow rubber
That is just
boot.
awesome. Stock 4-speed?
This one's automatic. It's automatic.
Oh, it's automatic.
Yeah.
Okay, so stock 3-speed.
Yeah. I wish it had automatic with another 4th gear, but
So tell me,
we get about 4,000 RPM at 70, and
how does it go?
smooth, quiet. It's like,
And it's got guts, I imagine.
driving an air-cooled for so long.
Uh-huh.
You pull up to a red light. For the longest time, you think it's stalled.
Because it's so quiet.
You know, it's so quiet. You pull up and it just, you don't feel it, you don't hear it. You're like, is it still running? Put it in neutral. Vroom. Oh, okay, it's
Need
still
a
running.
tack just to make sure the engine's running.
The oil light. Just look for the oil light.
Exactly. It's just, it's unreal how smooth and quiet it is. It sits there and idles at 600 RPM.
Well, do me a favor. While we're recording, can you fire it up?
Sure.
All right. Watch out, everybody. Sticking the camera in there. Fingers and toes.
This thing's higher. Would you lift it?
It's got all the springs on it and a bigger wheel.
Oh, I saw the 16-inch on it.
Oh, yeah. It's quiet.
Can you turn it on for the camera?
I don't hear your valves ticking. Why not? Did you not set the clearances?
It's all tight.
Wow.
You're gonna have to tell him to turn up the volume.
Wow. We can actually talk over it in moderate voices without having to raise them at all. Of course, once you put the lid on, you won't even hear that at all.
Yeah. And the coolest thing is, you look at it from behind, or anywhere on the outside of the van, you can't tell it's got a Subaru engine in it.
No, you wouldn't know.
That's actually
Sits up too high, huh?
That's actually complete Vanagon exhaust that you see.
Thanks, guys, for standing in the video. Appreciate it, Butch. You got a really nice ass.
You like that?
Yeah, I love it. All of our YouTubers love it too.
No ass at all.
The only part of the exhaust that
You wouldn't even know, just a little tailpiece sticking out.
is the headers coming off the engine. But it was designed to go with the Vanagon, the like one pipe coming off the driver's side comes over to the Vanagon cat and the Vanagon muffler and all the tailpipe. Everything is all Vanagon.
So it's Vanagon muff. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's
And all-
actually big enough to breathe for the bigger motor too, huh? Wouldn't have thought.
Well,
Thought you might need a bigger
they had
one.
like a 2.3, I think, was the
Oh, did
biggest.
they? They got that?
Vanagon
That's
got.
right. Yeah. They did when the Walser Boxer
And-
came out. The Type 5
these
engine.
exhausts might be a little bit better flowing today or something, but
Did you take the headers off and turn them around backwards or something? No?
it's
Appreciate it, Butch.
You still?
Yes,
Yeah,
we're talking
well,
about the
goddamn,
car.
What more are you gonna say?
Well, we're talking about it.
Wait for the person to make a nest? or
Yes. Apparently Butch is going to make a nest.
the whole exhaust came from the small car industry company.
Oh, it's a new exhaust.
Yeah,
Okay, it's completely new. I thought maybe you left the stock header on, turned around backwards or
but
something.
that's the only part that's not Vanagon.
How about oil sump?
What if nothing for John is your water cooling lines going up to your radiator? I can't
Thanks,
see
Butch.
They're all are here.
We're recording a video, Butch.
This is where the water comes out, right here. You could be right here, underneath the loom here. And it
Between
goes
the
back
two of them,
in.
it's like completely oblivious. Oil sump. Tell us about that oil sump.
Oil sump is actually also from the small car company.
Okay, so it's a new oil sump
shorter-
also. Yeah, a little
it's
short
the
one.
same capacity, but they widened it and shortened
Okay.
it.
Now I know what just justifies the cost of the kit, because there's a lot of pieces in there apparently.
There are
Then.
tons of it. If
Okay.
you look at the engine bracket, this is the stock Volkswagen bar that goes across, but this bit in the middle has the cradle that kind of goes on both sides of the engine.
See?
And it uses the stock Volkswagen engine mounts onto that stock bar. There's other companies out there that make these conversion kits, but they don't use the same Volkswagen bar support, the engine support bar. And their exhaust didn't.
Not as much
It's not as
clean
much.
clearance.
There's not as much clearance, and it doesn't have the same route that this one takes. The other company, it's like Rocky Mountain Westie, is another big one. They come off the engine, go straight to the back to a pipe that goes around, around to the muffler right there. This goes to the front, goes to a collector, and then it comes back around and it goes to the muffler.
Okay.
I want more exhaust to make it quieter.
Yeah, that's a good benefit. Give you more torque down low too.
Yeah.
Yeah, longer pipe will do
You
that.
have still keep a catalytic converter set up on this.
Yeah, this one has the cat.
Computer requires it. Yeah.
It has two O2 sensors, one before and after. Yeah, I had to get the cats on.
There's a remarkable amount of room remaining in there too. Could have even put a H6 in there.
There's people who do it, yeah.
Yeah, maybe an upgrade in the future.
I looked at the differences.
If you get bored, maybe, huh?
You can get a 3.6 liter, the six-cylinder engine in these for about the same price as
Same
buying
price,
these.
yeah.
But the kicker and why I went with this is it's easier to work on. If I'm out in the middle of nowhere and you need to work on it, this is easier to get to in the engine bay.
Yeah, that's
'cause
true.
The other is a lot harder
Physically
to get to,
bigger, yeah.
and parts are readily available more for
More
the
common.
four-cylinders.
Okay, that makes a lot of
Go
sense.
to an AutoZone, they've got more four-cylinder stuff than a six-cylinder.
That makes
So-
sense.
That was another reason.
I could dig that, but it's gotten quieter while we were standing here too as it warmed up.
I understand.
Got
It's just fantastic.
the fuel line in, out, goes right through. Coolant. This engine, or this ECU, I guess you would say, didn't need a coolant level. So I just plugged it with the sensor, and
Okay.
I just didn't need to put a hose or a wire to it. But automatic transmission, so you dipstick for that right here.
You can still reach it.
Everything looks like
Awesome.
it's original.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
So clean, it's unbelievable.
In fact, it was my first time seeing a Vanagon. I wouldn't have been any the wiser.
The show I went to a couple weeks ago, everybody, all the Volkswagen guys, we're all staring at it, looking at it, and these people that come by that don't know anything about Volkswagens, all these little hot rod people, they're just walking by like, what are they looking at? It's just an engine.
Right, why is it so special?
And then I start it up and I drive away and then you can't hear it.
Nope.
You didn't have your little plaque in there say Volkswagen and Subaru compatibility.
Well, there's another company, a lot of the wiring stuff.
Bugaroo.
Bussaroo.
I've seen those too, yeah.
He takes the Subaru letters and just swaps the 2 letters around Subaru and goes Bussaroo. Same thing. I thought about putting like the 2.5 badging from a Jenna. I thought about putting that on the back.
That's
just
funny.
something subtle that just
Do it.
something different.
Do it. I like that idea.
There's also
Do it up.
decals. That's the EJ25 or something like that. But that's what this engine is. So. But I kind of like the. Nobody knows. I'd love to get a 1303 Super Beetle and put a Subaru engine in it.
There you go.
That'd be fun.
Buy a Super.
Why?
Yeah.
They handle better.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Because I put that
McPherson
big
strut,
engine in
yeah.
it, I want it to be able to corner and have some fun with it.
Oh, you can still have fun with it with the swing axle. When you hit a tree in reverse.
Exactly. I don't like the spinning around fun.
Oh, that's a different kind of fun.
fine
I like the
unless you
spinning
hit
around fun. Well, I really appreciate that. This is awesome. This is really cool. Here we go. Sounds like a Subaru.
What?
Sounds like a Subaru.
Yeah.
It's a flat 4 with the rumble.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't hear the ticking or the whistling of a Volkswagen.
Almost hear a little bit of Volkswagen in it. It's like a Japanese engine, Japanese talking through the German translator, through the German exhaust. And it's-
Kein Reis! Kein Reis!
Yeah.
No rice in German, by the way. Kein Reis! It's trying to get out. I love it. Appreciate that.
Yep.
Really cool.
Yeah, you need a sticker or something.
And like I say, I drove my Volkswagen to the show.
Got it all put together, got all the coolant in it, and I got like a tire pump, like a bicycle pump, and you plug it in right here, and you can pressurize the system, and so you can open out the bleeder valve on the radiator and kind of bleed out all the air
Interesting,
before you
okay.
even start it. So I did all that, got all the wiring kind of laid in there. I didn't have it all loomed yet because I didn't know if it was going to work.
Right, right.
But I just got it all laid in there like I needed, got it, all the coolant, oil, everything, and like,
And it started up on the first try.
let's see what happens. I turned the key, and the original starter was the Volkswagen starter.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was tired, and so it click, 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 click. So let it sit a little bit. Went back, turned it over.
There it is.
Split. And it was running, idling a little high. It was running about 1,500 RPM, but it was running just nice and smooth. It was just running high. And this little guy here is a idle speed control valve of some sort. $9 on Amazon. Ordered it Friday, and it came in on the Sunday. 2 screws. Popped that new one in there, and now it idles like this. That's all I had to do to it. It's all I had to do to it.
Wow.
It just ran. And I put the tires on it, put the axles on it, and I put all the stuff to it. And because I redid all the CV joints and the whole thing on the axle, redid all the brakes. And like, well, all right, well, let's see if the transmission still works, because I never drove it because I bought it with the engine that was crapped in it. So we got it all put together. I started it up, put it in drive, run the block.
Just like that.
Just like that. Like
Fantastic.
almost like I knew what I was doing.
Right?
Sorry.
So the computer had all the smarts for you in it, so it made all the adjustments.
There was no
Yeah, no
timing
screws and valves and
Yes, it just did it. I did adjust the valve so when it had the engine on the engine stand.
oh, still necessary, is it?
It's not, but I had the heads off. I took it to the machine shop and had the heads checked out because it was a junkyard engine. I didn't know anything about the engine. And took it to Burke, had them pressure tested heads, and it tested out fine.
Good, good.
And so while I had the head sitting there, while I had the engine on the stand, I figured well, might as well go ahead and go through the valves. And they were a little loose, so I tightened them up and
Excellent.
put it all together.
Excellent. No, that is just gorgeous. Yeah, I gotta do mine. Before you put that lid on, though, I want to measure the width of it. So I got an idea. Well, the lid.
Oh.
The engine cover?
Yeah, the lid that goes on there.
Yeah.
I got some ideas in mind for that stuff, so. Yeah. Appreciate it, John.
The fuel pump's louder than the engine.
Yeah, it is. I hear it. Well, licky, like, and comment, subscribe. Plug that dingle belly that you get updates every time I upload a video. Everybody say goodbye to Butch. Bye, Butch. Thanks, guys.